My wife text from Vegas just made my coworker. You are pathetic. BW. I replied cold. Then I blocked her cards and changed the house locks. Next morning, police were at my door. I-34. Mail. Got the text at 2:47 am on a Tuesday. My wife, Linda, 31, was supposed to be at a work conference in Vegas. The message included a photo of her and William, her coworker, holding up marriage certificates outside some tricky chapel. The full text read and just made William. Been sleeping with him for 8 months. You pathetic BTW. Your lame crack energy made this so easy. Enjoy your sad little life. I stared at my phone for maybe 30 seconds. Then I typed back on one word. Cool. Before the could respond, I go to work. See, Linda might have been snackly about her affair, but she was terrible at managing finances. Everything was in my name. The house, the main account, even her credit cards are just authorized user cards on my accounts by 3:15 am. I would cancel all her cards, change every password she knew, removed her as authorized user on everything. Called a 24-hour locksmith, cost me $300, but all it screenshot everything for my records. The locksmith ate at 4 am. By 5 am, new locks were installed. I even changed the garage code. I went back to bed, woke up at 8 am. Pounding on my door, two cops standing there looking annoyed. Sir, we got a call about domestic situation. Your wife say you locked her out of her home. I showed them the Vegas marriage text. She is not my wife anymore. She married someone else 5 hours ago. The older cop's eyebrow shot up and the younger one tried to keep a straight face. But I saw his mouth twitch. She's saying you stole her belongings and money, officers. I had documentation showing this is my house purchased before marriage. The credit cards were in my name. She was just an authorized user. I have not touched any of personal belongings. They asked to verify the text was real. I showed them my phone, the timestamp, everything. The older cop sighed. Ma'am, he said into his radio, you need to figure this out through layers. We can't force him to let you in if you married someone else. I had stitching through the radio and was pissed. The cops left after warning me not to destroy her belongings. As would them, everything would be waiting for her outside. Updated 1. Holy this will up. To answer common questions. Yes, this is real. No, we don't have kids. Thank God. Yes, I'm getting a lawyer. So Linda showed up at the afternoon with William, her mom Barbara, and her sister Sushan. William looked like he wanted to be anywhere else. Guess the Vegas high were off. Quick when he realized his new wife was homeless and broke. They tried everything. Barbara threatened to call and cops again. I reminded her how that when Sushan told me. A controlling psycho. William tried to act laugh until I mentioned I would be forwarding their wedding photo to HR at their company. They have a strict no fantasization policy. Linda only cared about how I was financially abusing her. I would packed her stuff in boxes and put them in a garage. Told them they had 1 hour to load up and leave. The best part, Linda tried to use her credit card and the U-Haul place. Declined. William had to pay. His face was priceless, but that's where it gets good. My lawyer called yesterday. Linda's trying to claim she was drunk and manipulated into the Vegas marriage. She wants it annual and wants to claim rights to our house because we were still technically married when she left her for Vegas. My lawyer literally laughed. She went, you retain proof orally and began. She is done for. Also found out through mutual friends, but Williams had been living in his mom's basement. He thought Linda had money. Low. More update coming. This is far from over. Update 2. Buckle up became Linda went full nuclear fast. She started a social media campaign. Posted everywhere that was an abusive machist who trapped in her loveless marriage and forced her to find love elsewhere. Her mom and sister shared it everywhere. Some of our mutual friends actually believed it, but Linda forgot one thing. I'm friends with David, who is basically the tech genius of our friend group. He helped me recover some very interesting Facebook messages between her and William going back over a year, including her bragging about how she was playing the long game and securing the bag before leaving me. My favorite message, he was so stupid. We've been moving money from our joint grocery account for months, almost have enough for my dream wedding with you. Baby, yeah, about that joint grocery account. It was actually just my account that I had her use for household expenses. I pulled a man, she would be withdrawing cash for grocery and suspending maybe half. The rest, who knows? I pushed the screenshot, her native crumbled fast. Then came the section burst once she convinced her dad to call my boss, claiming I was harassing his daughter. My post knew the whole story and told him to get lost professionally. 2. She tried to break into the house at 3 a.m. When new cameras caught everything, she was screaming about her grandmother's jewelry that her grandma was still wearing because, she's only 3. She claimed I killed her cat. I would never had a cat. I am allergic. 4. She started calling my mom, crying about 4 how she was mistaken. Then William means nothing. My mom told her he should have thought about that before sleeping with Barnes 6 months later. Dear, but the big gentleman came yesterday. I get a call from Williamson. Mom, Sarah, this woman had a audacity to demand I be man and take Linda back because William can't afford a wife and make a mistake and young man do stupid things. I asked if she was seriously asking me to take back a woman who cheated on me so her son would not have to deal with consequences. Well, when you will put it like that, you sound selfish. Marriage is about forgiveness. I hung up. Last night, Linda sent one final text from a friend's phone. You ruined my life. I hope you are happy. I repeat, I am actually thanks for asking. Then I blocked that number too. Numbers tomorrow, the first divorce hearing. My lawyer say it will be quick since the committee began. Can't wait. Final update. The divorce hearing was the chief's keys. India showed up in a white dress to divorce court where she was being divorced for marrying about another man. The judge's face was incredible. Her lawyer tried to argue that the biggest marriage did not go not because she was emotionally distressed and underused the William. The judge asked that this meant in the context. He promised her things, made her believing her marriage was the only option. My lawyer stood up. Your Honor, I have sent in 3 pages of Facebook message showing Mrs. Excuse me. What last name is she using now? Anyway, showing the different actively planning this for over a year. The judge reviewed them. His expression went from professional to disgusted it to almost amused. Ma'am, did you write? I can't wait to see his stupid face when he realized. It took him for everything. Linda turned red. I took him for everything. Linda turned red. She got her personal belongings, her car that she's still making payments on. Absolutely nothing else. She was to pay me alimony for 6 months because I supported her through her salvation program last year. It was only $500 a month, but the range of on her face was worth millions. Outside the courthouse, Barbara started sketching about how I was stealing from her baby. Susan tried to throw coffee at me about bad business missed and hate. William's mom, who had shown up to support young love. The coffee fight that ensued between the two moms was something Secretvoices involved. Plot twist, William was not even there. According to Sarah Stitching, he had already moved on with a 22 years old bartender he met at this wedding reception. A casino bar. Linda broke down sobbing. Not pretty layers. Full of crying, snot and everything. She kept wondering this was not how it was supposed to go. Her sister tried to comfort her. It's okay, sweetie. You can stay with me. I can't. Your apartment smell like cats and sadness. Even Susan looked down after that. Last I heard through the cabin. Linda's living with her friends. Williams engaged to the bartender. There's company for both of them for me. I'm doing great. Sold the house for Roy. Over asking. Markets insane of or moving to a nice condo downstairs. Started seeing Jennifer from my gym. She thinks the whole story is hilarious and bring me coffee with not William written on the cup. My lawyer framed the Vegas marriage certificate. It hangs in his office and the easiest case over. To everyone asking if I regret being pretty, nah. She played stupid games and on stupid pride. Only thing I regret is not seeing the red flags sooner. Like when she said her ex and her crazy for changing his Netflix password after she cheated. Should have done. Thanks for following this wild ride. I'm going to go live my best life now. P.S. Linda, if you're reading this, and I know you are because you were upset with Reddit. Williams. Mom called you a gold digging sculptures at her book club. Just thought you should do now. Cool. Cool. It since some of you are asking, yes, this is 100% legal where I live. Did not break any laws. Recovering, removing unauthorized user from my accounts is not theft. Looking my house is not illegal. They made about it too. Stop DMing me asking if Jennifer is single. She's not. We are very happy. Also stop asking for Linda's social media. Let's not to go there. 83 Williams Bittendorf finance dumped him after finding out he is married. My lawyer sent me the enrollment papers. Linda filled under the prison. Why? No temporary instant. The jokes write themselves.